Hello again. Back for more Hollow. God damn it, chair. This is my laptop. Alright. Lift my chair up a little. You need to constantly readjust it. Trying to make sure that I've spent a couple of days more normally, you know. Just chilling and doing really nothing. Make sure that I don't, destroy my back by any means, so I've been trying to adjust my chair so it's more comfortable and a bit more healthier. Maybe on the efficiency of it. Quite the scene, aren't you? Whoa. Ah, okay. Heck yeah. Okay. I think actually changed the sword spell. That's very good. I thought this worked differently. Well, actually, no, I haven't forgotten to do that in a while now. I haven't really been in a position to forget it. Okay, I need to regain control over my life points. Whole life point. Way too big of an ass. Go to sleep, sweet princess. It's the mother, right? Yeah, it's the mother. It's literally gonna be impossible when I if I go with double bindings on a both nail and charms, I'm gonna be like especially the false champion is gonna be a really difficult one. So I need to, not only do I need to survive it rather well, surprise, but I also need to somehow oh yeah, I switched to that one. Completely forgot. Yeah, I think survivability really is the way. Especially because the other option was to just use more damage, but or why am I doing that? I literally have the strategy for this. What the fuck am I doing? Well, let's stop giving me the strategy now. There we go. I'm not as smooth as I wanted to, but you know. Back here, cowards. Ow. Yes, you guys are oddly supportive of me all of a sudden. You know, after all the insults you guys are like, oh, we were on your side the whole time. Well, not really. You guys don't seem to, regret being dicks. Where I guess I just impressed. I should take it as a compliment. Sorry, I don't react like that. It's not an instant kill. Even if This round's going surprisingly well thus far. I mean, we're literally at the start. I haven't even fought against Overrun Maro yet. And I forgot about that again. Oh no. Huh, I actually didn't realize it goes all the way through on that one. Like that, huh? Question that. Lucky. Considering I kind of fucked that up. Okay, if I don't kill them, they're gonna start spawning in groups. So sad. Does this, by the way, mean that, you know, she's all died to the booty ball like in Panty? Because I think that's one of the challenges. In Colosseum. Very much agree with you, buddy. Hello. Yes, so. God, how many times have I said that already? Too many. Too many is always the answer. Helicoptering. Oh, well, actually hit me. Never mind. I shouldn't be talking shit. Dumb bitches get stitches. And I sure am dumb. And a bitch. The only reason for the stitches is because I'm doing something. I guess being a bitch doesn't really apply on me. Doesn't make one more prone to accidents. Today I have techno train going around in my head. It's not a friggin' train today. You know. Yeah. Good fight, fellas. Good fight, boyos. Oh, indeed, yeah. And I immediately got hit. Unfortunate. Unpredictable for turn of events. What? I never touched ground? No, I never touched grass, that's what it is. The game's going all wrong. Wow, that is a rather unfortunate predicament to end up in. Laser beams across the field. Can I do this? I can! I did it once. That's it. Wait, why not? I don't see no government mandatory regulations for the amount of times I need to dodge something. As long as I make it look cool. It's the only requirement from the government. I was gonna say I wish that was the case, but then I realized that, you know, government regulations are not a bad thing. As a concept. In practice, they by all means can be. I mean, there shouldn't be any problem with how government runs it. Or how government is being run. Especially if it is people that have, you know, the people in power. But you know, naturally, no system is perfect. There's no way to perfect a system either. But that doesn't mean that, you know, you always go with the absolute worst option out of all of them. Democracy is a great thing. And I'm gonna use this as a convenient, you know, segue into my next topic, which is back for more Helldivers. Because I've been thinking I actually, supposedly amongst the, amongst the, community, there's been an excessive surge of, you know, fascists, you know, enjoying the game a little too much on a level of that anybody that actually has any capability for, you know, well, literary, you know, literals, I guess, are able to read, you know, context and shit. Really makes somebody question their, you know, like, well, anyways, because I've talked about the game a few times. I mean, it's a very new game, and it's a very popular game, and I've been actually enjoying myself as well. So, I feel like I know what I'm talking about to a degree. For once. Because the game is very... Okay, I'm not gonna say casual, because it's not like a, because it has the whole requirement for some level of coordination. And I would say it's more coordination than, like, for example, League of Legends requires, because there you kind of have your own role and just kind of do whatever the fuck you do, and then... Oh, goddamn. To a degree, it does enough. Apparently, all these moves are rather, you know, practically just swing is the only thing you can use in this. Or it's anything that's worth using. But yeah, but it's as a setting, you know, it's I'm not sure if I ever. I'm gonna have a stream. I'm gonna stream the game. Eventually. And guess it's technically anybody familiar with the what's that game called? Fuck. Starship Troopers, yeah. Will recognize a similar kind of, you know, futuristic sci-fi setting with a, I think, disappeared again. What the hell is up with that? The balloon disappeared. But yeah, so it's a future, it's a sci-fi, you know, galaxy domination kind of deal where, you know, Earth is no longer, or like, you know, people have, you know, developed intergalactic travel and cloning, and actually I don't know about cloning. I'm not sure exactly to what degree the Helldivers. I don't know exactly where they get all the Helldivers, but I think it's just a massive, you know, number of population that Super Earth has, and all this, you know, planets under its control. But that's anyways a long and short of it. But, you know, it's that's, you know, with the power of space travel, you know, humanity has reached, you know, new heights, and it's now in, God fucking damn it. It's now, you know, exploiting space for all its goodies. And space, you know. Well, the funny thing is, so while space does bite back, it's everything that's wrong is apparent, or like all the hostile life forms, or hostile non-life forms, are actually the fault of the Super Earth government. It's actually a matter of poor management of things. So the idea is that, you know, in Helldivers, and Helldivers 2 specifically, new one is a third-person view. It's a third-person shooter, while the first game that came out like what, 8 years ago or something like that, or 10 years ago almost, was like a top-down shooter, very simple. It wasn't apparently a big hit or anything like that. It was like, yeah, I mean, it's a decent game. You know, a top-down shooter, you know. I think in some kind of like a survival game kind of style. Not like I'm not saying it was a survival game, but more like a, you know, similar kind of thing where you just, you know, fight against hordes of enemies and you know, and you call in supplies and like that, and because the main thing with the theme is that, you know, that you're always, all the Helldivers always drop from their pods into the planet. You actually don't have any, there's no, like, friendly buildings or anything like that on any of the planets. You're just, you know, it's just a bunch of troops and supplies dropped into the, dropped in on these planets from orbit, and you're supposed to defend the, or you're just supposed to, complete missions there, just, you know, destroy all, or, you know, like, eliminate enough enemies, or, you know, set up a intercontinental ballistic missile that then, you know, blows up somewhere far up in the distance, destroying probably, you know, at least a half a country worth of, you know, land. Not that you see all that, but, you know, it's implied. It's because of the implications. most unfitting. No, don't stop me. No. Okay, I'm gonna waste all my lifeblood if I keep at that. Wow, you're speaker, huh? Ow. I could be playing a lot more aggressive. I wasted too many life bloods already. I think it's gonna be better if I do it like this. But yeah, so setting for Helldive is rather simple. You know, just a futurist sci-fi shooter where you just, you know, you're just dropped into a planet and then you know, you have a limited amount of resources. A squad of 4, or it's up to 4, depends if you have friends or not. I mean, you can also play randos. I mean, that's how I do it. Which actually, in my opinion, even though a lot of people say that, you know, the experience is rather terrible, you know, if you don't have friends, I've actually found it rather doable. I mean, I today had somebody blew themselves up. They literally dropped a nuke on themselves, and you know, then when I respawned, then they, I think they blamed me for it, and they shot me. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a very easy to drop in. No pun intended. That's actually pun intended. It's very easy drop-in game. At its core. Naturally, the higher the difficulty of the mission, you know, the more absolutely insane the intensity of it gets. Like, I'm not kidding, you know. So, like, I've only made it to, I think, difficulty 7, so suicide mission, I think. Or no, is it hell? No. I think it's suicide. Suicide mission. Next, there's like 9 difficulty total, I think. Last one's just Helldiver. I don't actually know what the 8th one is. But yeah, so once there's like, if you complete like, because the idea is to, you know, control, like, conquer the planets, or reconquer, liberate them. That's what it's called. Because the main idea is that since you're working for Super Earth, the greatest planet in the galaxy, you're fighting to liberate the planets that are under, you know, alien bug invasion or communistic robot invasion. I'm actually not kidding about the communistic robot. Okay, like, it's not particularly, you know, said. It's not directly said that, you know, that they're communists, but they're, you know, like, the color for them, like, they're, you know, like, the main color theme is red and black, actually, but, you know, and the way it's explained is that the bots were, I think they were, it's like a, again, I guess an AI takeover or something like that, you know, that they initially were, you know, supposed to help the people of, you know, Super Earth, but then, you know, supposedly got greedy or something like that. I wanted supplies for them, you know. I'm gonna assume they wanted some level of autonomy. And naturally, the SDF, Super Earth, what is it again? Armored Force. The Super Earth government could not, you know, allow such a thing to exist. So people are the only ones that, you know, have priority in that world. And this, I know that this probably sounds very familiar to anybody that is familiar with Warhammer, you know, with how the Imperium thinks. Which is, by the way, one of the reasons why Warhammer fans have found the game also very enjoyable, because it dabbles in similar kind of, you know, themes and themes and ideas. And I mean, honestly, I find it rather well done. God damn it. Like, it's honest. God damn it. No. Oh, I got lucky. I got real fucking lucky on that one. But yeah, so then it's the game literally opens up with a propaganda, video. I'm not kidding. Like, it's straight up. It's like a Cold War time. I don't know if it's Cold War time, but like it is so over the top that like when I initially saw clips of that, I didn't think it was real. I honestly didn't think that was a real thing they would have on the games. It's literally the opening intro to the game. It's a propaganda video on how your family could be next online to get eaten by Terminids, and it is really funny because of just how over the top it is. Like, now I understand that, because I'm talking about this before, that Warhammer seems to attract a lot of questionable people. Among, I mean, it's a very popular and very long-running series, so I'm not surprised that he has had time to gather people of all kinds as his fans, But there's still like it's I think recently specifically it's become more and more concerning level of like actual fascists and like bigots, that are in the community, that like have formed groups inside the community who actually take all the themes about like a like straight up dystopian, like it's a capitalistic hellscape, or dystopian capitalistic hellscape, like times 10, that like times 100 or 1,000 even. Actually, I'd just say 1 million. Like, it's such a massive scale of horrible shit that the people of Imperium and overall just the entire galaxy, goes through continuously. And it's not just because of chaos. It's the fact that all the systems are corrupt. Because, at the end of the day, now I don't think that, power always corrupts, but, when you, like, it's very easy for that to happen. Especially when you give too much power to a single person, all of a sudden, like, I think the more fascinating thing, actually, with the whole Emperor of Mankind, the God Emperor of Mankind, because, like, for those not familiar with the Korean lore, so technically the Imperium of Man, which is, also, it's the year 40,000, and, there's a space travel powered by interdimensional, forces, which later on turns into a hellscape when these interdimensional forces, become turn into manifested gods of chaos and just want to, destroy humanity pretty much, and all living things, in all honesty. And then And naturally, the only thing that has the best chance to defend against these, against this interdimensional force is the God Emperor of Mankind. Who's this, I don't know, 10-foot tall man who has the power to control the warp, or like these, interdimensional forces. And it's technically hell. It's living hell. Hell manifested, I would say. And then he builds this, army of super soldiers, his sons, and then, eventually the sons betray him, or some of the sons betray him, and then he's, left mortally wounded on his throne, where he's still, rotting to this day. Like, I think it's 2,000 years later. And supposedly he's now, so while the Imperium had a whole bunch of difficulties during this time, like during these, 40,000 years, to begin, or the 39,000 years to begin with, it really, with the whole Horus heresy, where, the Primarchs, the Emperor's sons, betray the Emperor, that's really when it really got crazy, or it really got bad. Because the Imperium became split, and then, with the God Emperor, being unable to actually do anything but just, ensure that, warp travel is a thing from his golden throne, where he's, stationed, and either he's already dead or will die on. That I don't know much about, but regardless, the idea is that over time, after the Emperor, became incapable of leading people, and like now, I don't know if abandoning is the right word, because it's not like chose to, turn into a vegetable on the throne, but the idea is still that without him, the Imperium eventually descended into absolute chaos, where what was already pretty, corrupt and dysfunctional, society, now, also had the problem of, Inquisition, needing to keep people loyal to the Emperor, so that, there would be no more, heretics, because there already were, chaos worshippers and like that, but like they need to make sure that they don't, that they exterminate them as soon as they find them. And so over time, it just evolved into an absolute hellhole. And I mean, like, yesterday I was talking about company counts, and one of the main reasons why that is such a terrible thing is because you live your life for the company that owns the town pretty much. Everything is controlled by them, everything is rationed by them, and I don't think I went too deep into this, but that's anyways the idea. So I imagine that, except on a interplanetary, level, where millions, oh yeah, actually, the main thing with the Emperor's current state is that to survive, he needs to be fed 10,000 souls or Psychers, so, warp, people gifted with warp powers. He needs to devour souls of 10,000 people a day to survive. Which is, in itself a rather grim, thing. And then, naturally, I'm going way too much into Warhammer when I'm supposed to talk about Helldivers, but because the comparison is very strong. Because in Helldivers the situation is similar, and it's the same kind of situation with the whole, like a dystopian future set in space, and it's a way more lighthearted. It's way more lighthearted than Warhammer, which I feel like makes it also so very marketable, because it appeals to, because it's a thing of its own, so it's not bound to this, a single. It's not bound to a single franchise. Which I think is phenomenal. Like, because it just works so well. But then you have, whatchamacallit? Oh, damn, you actually didn't do that earlier. Oh, well. Then you have all the, about that. I actually did figure the pattern out for this at the end of the day. There was one. It's just very difficult to read because, it took a lot of practice. And it's still not perfect. I still struggle with that, but yeah, so the whole deal with the Emperor of Mankind. No, wait, not the Emperor of Mankind, but like Helldiver. Well, the comparison between, the worshipping the Emperor of Mankind and then, God damn it, I hate this game so fucking much. Oh, come on, man. Slimy son of a bitch. Oh, thank God. I mean, I lost all my life, but that's fine. But yeah. The thing is, technically, with, Helldivers, the Super Earth is the supreme, or the dying for, Super Earth and its people is the ultimate goal of Helldivers. And, naturally, the way that they emphasize on the whole, the way they, make it sound right is by claiming that it's all for democracy. They literally call it managed democracy, which is just, another word for, technically, at least the way I understand it, it's like a tongue-in-cheek, dictatorship. And, oh, fucking Christ. Because, like, especially on that scale, like, there's no fucking way that, the people have, much decision power. Because you technically are just, you're born for your job, you work, and you die, and there's billions and billions of people. At least that's how I imagine, because of the sheer, oh, fucking Christ. Oh, this is so bad. But yeah, like, oh, come on, he's jumped too short. Legs too stubby. Sorry, I was just very proud of that one, okay? That's because I love the, something like a cats are just so goofy. I know that to some degree can cause problems where, you know, it's not that bad. It's more the whole, you know, nose problems that, you know, are likely for cats. But, or like, you know, the flat noses. But, yeah, that's business point. Yeah, so the, oh, fuck. So the comparison between, you know, like, Super Rev and then, I fucked up again, but hashtag never punished. I'm about to be punished really fucking hard, though. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I do not expect any insightful commentary from me right now. I'm fighting for my fucking life here. Oh my god. I'm gonna get back to once I die here. Oh. Oh. What the fuck hit me? What the fuck hit me? What happened to me? Yeah, I bumped into him, didn't I? I probably did. Son of a bitch. Ooh. Ooh. I'm very distressed. Ooh. A distress ooh signal. Oh, no, not happening. I'm gonna die if I go over there. I gotta die here too, bitch. Oh, man. I've been using the term bitch a lot more, and I think I don't want that to become part of my, you know, actual, you know, vocabulary. So I'm thinking of, you know, oh, fuck. Oh, I got so fucking lucky with that. So I think I gotta start, you know, using different terms for, you know, possible insults and for characters in video games, because I should not, you know, I just show them enough respect, especially when they're written characters. Hey, I missed. You know, I would actually really love to see somebody like have a super good run of this. Like, it would be really impressive. I literally got saved by the charm again, actually. Just realized that. I would actually really love to see, like, what an absolute expert looks like fighting this one. Because it's a very intense fight. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, here we go. Oh. Oh. I have collided with him. Oh, fuck. I'm not playing very well, am I? No, I'm not. I'm for some reason struggling to read these moves. This actually is a lot easier fight without the charm that increases your speed. Because that actually makes the dodging the oh fuck, this one a bit harder. Oh. Oh, safety! Safety spotted! Go fuck yourself, sibling. Sorry, that was too harsh. We're all made of void. We don't have anything to do that with. Okay, here we go. Oh, fucking Christ. Radiance. Whoa. What? Why did I miss? Off sync with them. Oh my god. No. Come on, you bitch. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. Just with the pirate, you know. It's acceptable if you're a pirate. Yeah. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, I did the same mistake twice. At least I can reason. Oh. No. Oh, bad. Bad. Very bad. No, fuck! Fuck. Savage, man. Oh, this... Like, okay, it was a nice thing they spawned on me because I could hit them, but I should have dashed away because... Oh my god, you just fucking... I made it to them. I made it to them with bindings, some bindings. Not all, but you know, it's. I think it's fine. I don't see where I am. I'm getting a little lost right now. Is this lost? I was supposed to talk about the Hell Towers. But yeah, so like now Warhammer has a very gritty, you know, theme to it overall, and it's a very serious kind of theme. It sounds very serious, in my opinion, but I would argue that it's actually not that serious. It has a lot of aspects that are, you know, really like easily recognizable as, you know, like you're like it's so ridiculous that, you know, you need to take it as humor. But then whatchamacallit? Okay, I could have rented that house a lot more and, you know, done less. But overall, it's like it's a massive setting and a lot of the action, and like it has a very overall rather serious theme to it. The Helldivers, in my opinion, is very like it's not like everything about it. It has a tutorial loading tips whenever you're, you know, jumping in the hell pod. That are like super, they're goofy and, you know, funny and like that kind of stuff. So so you have the so it's way less serious, and I guess that's what, because to me that makes it super clear that it's satire, like all the whole super thing that, you know, like I mean it's already obvious from the absurdity of the things, like, you know, because it's super Earth and, you know, hell divers and, you know, like democracy officers and like that. Like everything is just so out of proportion ridiculous that to me I don't think there's really any question that it's, you know, because it's that. And of course, I have, to my understanding, the developer themselves has also said that, you know, like the main developer, or head of development, has said something about the fact also. Actually, I don't know if I think they have addressed the whole fascism issue. I'm pretty sure. Naturally, these people will know this. Jesus fucking Christ! Come on, Gorb. I saved that all for you, and then you just, you know, disregard it like that. That feels a little rude. But like, yeah, it's like the fact that the characters also, like, you're they're constantly yelling about democracy and, you know, for Super Earth and like that. Like, it's like I can't take it seriously to any degree, and I mean like any degree. Like, and that's fine, honestly. I think it really makes up for a really cool like a setting, because the fact that, you know, it lacks, like, it's very consistent, first of all, but it lacks all sorts of like a what's the term? It doesn't require anything from you, really. because of how over the top it is, like everything in it is literally built with the idea that like it is supposed to be just silly, way too much, you know, way too much of, you know, everything kind of. So you have your like super armored, you know, super armored super soldier, you know, with a cape, like. Now, I love capes. Capes are super cool. If they would ever come back in fashion, not that I care about fashion, but like meaning that, you know, if there was ever a reason to wear a cape, I would definitely wear a cape. Not that I would look very good with it, but you know, it's more like the idea that cape is as item of, you know, clothing that I am completely all out for. Like, it's amazing. They look like, I mean, I'm also a big knight fan, so I like armor stuff like that. So I think, like, it looks really cool, but like at the same time, you need to acknowledge the fact that like it is super impractical, or it's not, maybe not impractical, but it provides absolutely no benefit to have a cape when you're a soldier fighting, you know, against, you know, robots or like. You know, massive, deadly robots, robot armies, or then, you know, like, you know, flesh-eating bugs with corrosive acid and like that. By no means should you have a cape really in that situation, but that's just part of it. That's, you know, that the Helldivers are, because they are millions, and because that's the thing, like, every time you die, you literally die, and you're calling a new Helldiver. And it's just, and they all say the same things, you know, Helldiver reporting for duty, Helldivers never die, or Super Earth, and that kind of stuff. Like, the amount of casualties is insane. And naturally, the Super Earth doesn't care one bit. Because you can actually, you can complete the missions. You can complete the mission. You're time limited because there's only a certain amount of resources and a certain amount of time that's gonna be invested in you and your, you know, mission, regardless of how important you're constantly told your task is. Collided my face with your face, huh? Isn't this funny? We can talk about this, you know, over a cup of coffee or something like that. I would like to apologize for my actions. And you can complete the mission, and you get full rewards, even if you don't extract. All the Helldivers can be left to die. Naturally, then the things that you collect on the mission, like samples and like that you use to upgrade your ship, like, you don't keep those. But the idea is that, like, the lives of the Helldivers matter so little that they literally don't even pay attention to, you know, if you survive or not. Nobody does. So, I mean, I don't know. I think I like said quite a few, you know, points on why I think it's a dystopian, you know, future. Actually, no, I left the main points out. Yeah, so the Terminids, so the bugs that, you know, eat everything and like that, supposedly, they used to be a rather harmless, you know, species. I mean, they were flesh-eating bugs, massive flesh-eating bugs to begin with. But the idea was that they were the threats because they were well contained. They were only, you know, in some planets and, you know, like on very few planets, and it wasn't any kind of a problem. The point where it became a problem was when Super Earths tried to harvest them for oil. And I'm not kidding about this. Like, Super Earth went to war over oil. Because Terminids eventually, some of the Terminids apparently escaped captivity and started to, you know, devour all the planets and like that. Or all the people, all the planets and like that. So, one could blame it on the Super Earth people, or the government, or you know. On the managed democracy, you know, system that, you know, this was allowed to happen. And the same thing was with the robots. That they're, supposedly they are done by, you know, they're like, you know, sentient AI by, created by Super Earth. And they were just mismanaged and, you know, not treated well enough. Or then they're separate entities, you know, like a space race build or something like that. And that, you know, that simply wasn't democratic enough for the citizens of, you know, Super Earth to gain life again, you know. Also, you know, get, you know, be in peace with. So naturally, they have to be, you know. They were announced as enemies, and now there's a whole war raging on that. Also, overall, I don't think I've talked much about the game itself. I did say that it's a third-person shooter, which actually has access to first-person mode as well, if you want to. For some weapons are a lot better in first-person view, like sniper rifles and like that. You can access scopes, you can access firing modes. There's a good variety of weapons, and the way you unlock them is interesting. I don't know if I would rank it as my favorite way, but also I don't know what would be my favorite way of, you know, unlocking things in video games. I'm just happy that they're not behind a paywall. Well, some of them are, but you can also unlock the premium currency through playing the game, so it's not that big of a deal. At the end of the day, in my opinion, it's a really well executed game. Not very pricey. I mean, $40 is a bit, but, you know, considering it technically, for the time being, we don't know how much content it has in terms of, like, when is it gonna ever run out, because it's been out now less than a month, and it's still keeping its despite having countless server issues on release, because the developers literally didn't expect that to have a 600,000 players playing at it at the same time. They were they had servers for 50,000 people. So when you get over 10 times the amount of as expected, you know, players, yeah, you're bound to, you know, especially because it's a smaller studio. So, you know, they didn't quite, like, they didn't expect this, and yeah, so it's a really well polished game. There's some bugs here and there, but like nowadays, you know, that's I mean, I think in gaming overall, like even older, you can say how perfect the old gens were, you know, all you want, but at the end of the day, they had their problems too. I think a very significant one was, you know, the best one I can remember from like older games is, you know, Spyro 3. You can't access the last level. You literally could not access the extra level of the game. Because, you know, there's one egg that you can't get in the original game. And then for the remake, they naturally fixed that. Which, by the way, is fantastic. I think I'm also a bit too close to the microphone. Sorry if I'm too loud. I don't mean to be so loud. I'm just a very loud individual. I have loud thoughts. Oh, fuck. Hello. Yes, so indeed. I like how he cycles through his colors, actually. He doesn't just use the... Oh, fuck off. Immediate hatred. But I I really like the way that he's actually cycles through them. Like it's not consistent. Like it's sometimes he's the same ones, you know, in a row. Same one twice in a row. But the idea is still that, you know, there's like a really good amount of variety with the because it's 3 different colors, 4 different colors actually. So I think it's very nice. The frequency, you know, for the different attacks, and because they're all different kind of attacks. Overall, actually, a very well designed boss. I don't think I give enough credit. Gotta survive the bees. But yeah, like, I think that, you know, Helldivers 2 is a phenomenal game, and I actually do want to stream it someday. But I didn't know if it's something I want to do like on a regular time, weekend, or then just have an extra stream somewhere. Then I'm thinking that I have things I need to do, and I would feel really bad for, you know, streaming extra when I could actually be doing something useful, like something I actually should be doing. During a day. So I'm kind of thinking that I'm probably gonna, until I get everything that I need in life in order, like simple things like that, I won't be doing extra streams until then. Probably. At least I want to get some things done before I start, you know, consuming more time streaming. Not that I'm doing particularly much in my free time. Just walking, doing my free maps, and I have to check on my email, but like so it's a really fun game, and that's where I haven't had much trouble with copying. But like I was saying, that it actually has the underlying problem of, you know, a bunch of fascists, you know, thinking that it's you know, that the game is actually serious about how great the Super Earth is and how, you know, great it is, you know, how democratic it is. Because by no fucking means it's democratic, and it's clearly like a military superpower, you know, government using people as, you know, practically just, you know, slave forces, you know. It's not something I would consider a super wholesome, you know, John was 100, you know, life. And because, oh fuck, I don't know what I was thinking there. I think a pizza, but God, I was supposed to double jump. I don't know what's wrong with me. It was going so well and I fucked it up. I mean, my helmet isn't over, but I have a bad feeling that the rest of the run's not gonna go super well. But yeah, so I think the main reason I actually started talking about this topic, well, actually, it's because I've never really, I mentioned the game a lot, and I've like had very vague, you know, mentions about it, because I don't know how well I don't know exactly watching the stream, but like, I know that some people drop by, and I don't know how well like all that community stuff in there. What the fuck? He got stuck on the wall. Actually, it was being like the wallflower. So I guess I'm just, you know, mostly recapping. Yeah, because I think it's just good to explain this at some point. It's also something to talk about, not that, you know, like, I think it's a lot nicer when I actually have something that I actually understand a little bit about when I talk about it. Oh my god, my throat is so dry. That reached me? Holy shit. I didn't expect that. Well, like, yeah, one of the main reasons I actually wanted to talk about this was also the fact that if I do a stream, I've been thinking of what kind of theme I would do it with. Because I know there's a lot of people streaming Helldivers right now, and it's for a person that is as insignificant as I am. Oh god, I need to get my act together. It's gonna be like I'm literally just gonna be piles of like hell diving. I've been actually thinking of like diving to hell. I see the fires burning because that's a reference to a song by Iron Savior, and that would be at least on brand for me. But I also kind of want to play into the whole, you know, against fascism theme, because I really want to, you know, because I see so many posts about, you know, certain gamers saying how great of a game Helldivers 2 is because of the fact that it lacks all politics. It's an apolitical gem, like Metal Gear Solid and like that, and you know, Metal Gear Rising and all that stuff. And people are actually saying that, like, there are people that say that series, like, unironically, and like absolutely fries my brain circuits to, you know, hear that, but nah, these people. Oh, what the fuck's going? Oh, wait, whoa. Okay, no, I'm fine. It's fine. For a moment, I thought I lost control of my character because I bounced up for some reason. Odd. Well, there goes a couple of them. But the yeah, because I like these people generally think that, you know, well, there have been people that have straight up said it, but like a lot of these people, if there's no pride-related things, you know, in a video game, it's apolitical. Or if there are no strong female characters, which is, by the way, funny, because there is no gender for the Helldivers. Like, you can't choose gender, you can choose body type. But they're like, you know, one of them is slightly bulkier and the other one slightly, you know, smaller than, you know, like. But there's like absolutely no like, because I mean, they're all wearing thick as hell armor, so there's no gender. But there are different voices, and you can, by default, the game sets it so that every character that you play, every time you die when you respawn, you have a random voice. And there's 2 male and then 2 female voices. And by the way, the voice actors do fucking good job. One of them, funnily enough, is actually Spider-Man from the Spider-Man 2 game, and that is actually really funny because the guy literally won a award last year for his phenomenal role as Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2. And I mean, naturally, Helldivers is a well-done game, so they overall have a rather popular cast, but it's still an indie game. So I guess it's kind of funny that person that literally has won one of like very recently has won a very impressive, you know, award in the gaming industry. Signed up for the has signed. I mean, supposedly he would have done that before the Spider-Man 2 came out, even. But it's still like it's funny. Especially there's also a couple overall just the voice actors are just really great. I don't know them by name. I don't remember any by name, but I know that I watched enough content from other people, you know, where they discuss the characters or the voice actors. To know that at least some Mass Effect, you know, voice actors from Mass Effect games apparently are also used, and use sounds actually really bad in this context, but I mean that, you know, like what the fuck, double shot. I definitely think I saved some life up there. Well, I didn't. Is this a checkpoint or not? I don't remember. But yeah, so I don't think the game is, you know, particularly, you know, trying to be, you know, how would I say, bright neutral. And that actually makes me very happy. And I'm honest, like, the thing is, there's a deluxe edition to the game. You can get a little mini game on your ship, as well as a specific armor, and I think one extra weapon, and some premium currency if you buy the deluxe edition. I haven't bought that because it's a little too expensive in my opinion for a game like that. However, I'm thinking that if they actually release, for Pride Month, if they release, you know, Pride-themed, you know, armor sets or like that, I'm gonna absolutely, you know, I'm gonna absolutely support them by getting the, and by then that it's working, so it's not gonna feel like a whole lot of a investment. It's not like that. It's not super expensive. It's just that considering the kind of DLC it is, you know, or like a because it's technically a DLC. Considering what it is, it's a little too expensive in my opinion. But I'm gonna be so happy to support them if they actually, you know, have any Pride stuff for the Pride month. Just because I mean, first of all, I love the game. I actually think that the developers definitely deserve all the support that they get. Especially because the developers themselves seem really, like, determined and, you know... Oh, god damn it. And, like, very passionate about the game. Oh god damn it, he stepped on me. Bastard. But yeah, so just because, like, it would be such a absolute fuck you to all these, you know, the homophobes, transphobes, and overall just gamers of that kind. For their, you know, now big new star of, you know, anti-political, you know, game, you know, would all of a sudden insert politics into it, so it would be so amazing in my opinion. But naturally, I mean, the game is very political, like I've said many times, but but this would be like a absolute cherry on a cake, you know, in my opinion. Because also there are a couple other things that, you know, give me a lot of hope in this regard. Because there's one of the training, the loading tips is a not happy with yourself. Customize yourself. Customize your body type, your voice, and your appearance in the Super Destroyer's Super Destroyer's bridge, which in my opinion is a very transpositive statement. That everybody should look like, or should have a right to be who and what they want to be. And this has been posted. There's been screenshots posted of that, a few times on different subreddits, and the gamers have been like, what is this? Like, what do they mean by this? And then of course there are those judges that are just like, oh, I mean, it's just a silly way of saying you can customize your character. You shouldn't insert your personal politics into, this game, because this game does not support any of the LGBTQ plus, stuff. As like, bro, you're coping so hard right now. Like, oh my god. I mean, okay, naturally it's not a direct thing, but like, I think it's a pretty strong statement, and even if it's intentional or not, regardless if it's intentional or not, it's still in my opinion, a great statement. That hit me. Yes. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Could have been better, but good enough. I don't know how I'm supposed to fight this one. I actually don't know what's the... Yeah, it's like, that keeps happening to me. Is there something about this fight I'm just not getting? Because the shield stops like that. But he hovers. Like, the shot's pretty strong. And it's very safe as well. Oh, you bitch. Nah, I have no reason to move close yet. Oh, come on. Well, there goes the last one of those. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, I'm getting hit, that's what I'm doing wrong. But the shield source is so fucking finicky. Absolutely finicky. Mahogany. Invisible fear, essential, mysterious, enchanted figures, stay with it, passion, terrified, beautiful power of great things. I have stepped into it. This is not going very well. Stagger soon. I need to stay away from being on top of him. I need to be even individual fighting for the time being. Because of moments like that. Well, actually, yeah. That was actually a different kind of thing. But it's, it would have been bad had I been, you know, jumping on him. I mean, bouncing on him while, you know. Oh, fuck me. He's got Sacker soon. Okay, good. I got lucky. But yeah, like I just think that there's so much there's so much potential to absolutely piss off some gamers if Helldivers goes, you know, woke, as they would say. Because they're really not expecting it, and they're coping so hard that, you know, this would be some kind of a that this would be a game for fascists. Because I can be full confident to say that it is by no means intended to be that way. So I'm just hoping the developer really embraces that as well. Like, I'm really excited to, you know, see something like that. And I know this is so spiteful. This is so horrible of me to, you know, want or demand even. But I just really, really want to watch those, you know, homophobes suffer. In like a non-violent way because of their beliefs and not, you know, are due to their beliefs and not, you know, not due to any acts of violence because, you know, at the end of the day, retaliating on, or, you know, actually, you know, hurting people is never right. Except as form of self-defense. Which, by the way, I'm not gonna discuss too much about. And, like, first of all, this is not a talk show, alright? I'm not any kind of I'm not professional on anything. Except maybe, well, actually, I'm not gonna say that on the stream, but the thing is, like, I can't believe I draw the line there. There's so many things that somehow that would have been just too weird for me. I guess it's the fact that it's hard for me to explain. But the ow. Can't believe I would do that to myself. That guy fucked up. What was I talking about again? God, I completely forgot. But yeah, I just love, you know, I would absolutely love it if that were to happen. That the hottest game right now would, you know, take a strong, you know, pro-LGBTQ, you know, stand. It's like, I completely understand why video games overall should stay away from, should to a degree stay away from, like, real world politics, and, like, especially with the things that are actually actively going on in the world right now. As clear-cut cases, a lot of those might be, some of them are not, of course. It's still, oh, fuck off. I would argue that to a degree it's a terrible idea to, you know, oh no. Oh no. This is how it ends. It's not. It's not. The fight goes on. yeah, I just think that, you know, it'd be such a great chance to. It's because, like, the whole concept, like, I don't know how many, at least I encounter this term a lot, but, or this, you know, saying that a lot of, you know, very questionable, you know, characteristics online, like to, you know, say by stuff, go woke, go broke. Which is their way of saying they like, pandering to, you know, progressive concepts in the video game industry is gonna hurt the developer. Which, by the way, is an outright lie. At least in a lot of cases. Like, there is, like, the reason why. Oh, fuck, I did the mistake. I did the thing again. Oh, fuck. That was very bad of me. I'm not playing this as well as I was. Oh, last time. Actually, I'm not sure about that. Oh no, that hit me. What was I talking about? God, yeah. Yeah, but the whole thing with that, like, the reason why Pride Month exists specifically is because there is a large market for, you know, LGBTQ plus supportive, you know, products and like that. Because, I mean, not only is, you know, quite a significant amount of people, you know, actually part of LGBTQ plus, you know, community in some sense, but also, like, an important thing to remember is also, you know, there are also the thing as, you know, known as straight allies. You know, and overall, it's just a lot more beneficial for, you know, companies who actually support, you know, oh my god, I got lucky. I got so fucking lucky on that one. I didn't get lucky on that one. Oh, where am I? Oh, fuck. Oh, god damn it. It was 3 and not 4. I misread that. I should have gone to the left. Okay, one more try. One more try. I lost track of where I was at one point. But yeah, like, it's, well, I have said many times about what I feel like about the whole Pride Month, where, you know, a lot of it is, you know, companies just pandering. It actually is really about pandering, but on, like, when it comes to, like, the Pride Month, for a lot of companies, you know, like, the fact that a lot of them, you know, remove all mentions of, you know, Pride after Pride Month ends, it's a little, or like, you know, they show absolutely no effort, or, you know, do absolutely nothing to, you know, prove that they would. What the fuck? Wait, what was it? What happened? Which means that a lot of them are not really like that they really like to emphasize how much they support the LGBTQ community during Pride Month, but then outside of it, you know, there's like, nah, so that means that they're cashing in on the fact that it is profitable to support, you know, love and support towards all people. Even if all these, you know, fascists, homophobes, transphobes, you know, racists and like that would, you know, want people to think differently. I mean, fear is one of, you know, main tools of fascism. Make people be, you know, afraid of, you know, actually standing up against them, or, you know, protecting the people that they're after. Because fascism is always about, you know, attacking somebody. You need to have an enemy. That's the main rule of fascism playbook, or fascist playbook. You need to have an enemy to rally against, because people are very eager to, you know, like, it's so much easier to hate when you have something to hate, you know? And fascism is all about hate, because that's the idea. You can control people by, you know, diverting their attention to, you know, like, blame everything that's wrong on somebody else, even if it would be your fault that, you know, things are shit. But you can convince the people that, you know, it's not your fault. All of a sudden, you know, these people are, you know, they're not angry at you, they're angry at whatever, you know, you tell them to be angry about. And when that happens, you can be it's very easy to, you know, lead them into doing whatever the fuck you want them to do. Like, it's literally, it's just about, how would I say? It's about, you know, deception and, you know, manipulation. Okay, Garb, come back down here. Good Garb. Good Garb. There's a lot of. But yeah, like, it's how would I say? I mean, it's also like, that's also one of the reasons why I, you know, why it's so clear that you like. Why Helldivers is, you know, so clearly anti-fascism, or, you know, against fascism, or it's satire on fascism. Because you're literally, you know, you're told that, you know, the millions of people that die in this galactic war are, you know, doing it for the right cause, because, you know, all these bugs and bots are, you know, evil. They deserve to be exterminated, and there is no chance for peace. One of the main reasons I'm saying that the game is rather, you know, how would I say, chill or casual with its stuff is because it's, while it is anti-fascist, it's not really Orwellian in a sense. Like, it's literally is a parody of Starship, or like it's like a personal take on a Starship Troopers, to my understanding, which is a lot more, you know, comedic in sense compared to what the fuck. Man, be falling. It is a lot more, you know, more directly satirical and like comedic than George Orwell's, you know, 1984. which is also what kind of gives it a, like I said, that's part of what gives it such a, like a easygoing, nature to it. It doesn't have a super complex world building because it doesn't need one, but it still has like a proper. It has a very well set up, parameters, how the Super Earth, functions, and how the whole Helldivers, stuff works. Like, it's very good, and it's well written, and it's very funny. Oh yeah, another one of the, the subtle hints, about, or, this is more like a silly thing that, some people just pointed out that apparently there's one mission where you need to reclaim oil from the bugs. And now I don't remember exactly what the code name for the oil is, but if I remember right, it's actually with the, like, it's E5 something or like that, which very easily can actually be, attributed to estrogen. So the bugs are, the termites are stealing our estrogen. Is a thing that people apparently are, okay, I'm actually sort of struggling here. I somehow end up in a really poor situation, and I'm not salvaging it well. But yeah, I just think that's fine. A lot of stuff in that game is actually really funny. And it's honestly super well done. And like, once again, satire is a one of my favorite forms of comedy. Because of the fact that it's exaggerated and it's so like, it's very diverse as well. I like diversity, so the gamers don't. Which is actually funny because you have there's like only 3 actual like NPCs in the game that you see. I mean, one of them is black and the other 2 are women. I'm surprised that nobody has actually complained about that yet. Also, the Eagle pilot is actually also a woman. So you can, when you call in an airstrike, you can actually... Oh, fuck off. I'm not playing well, huh? I have my gamer's license revoked for that. Oh yeah, like, thus far, I've been very pleased with Helldivers. The only game I want to stream. Looking forward to, also, like, one of the big things with the unlockables in it, actually, not only does all armor in it actually look really, really good, but also, apparently there's absolutely no FOMO in it. At least, you know, in a way, a lot of like there are sort of battle pass systems, but like I said, you get the premium currency for free by playing the game, and also they don't go away over time. You have all the time in the world to unlock all the stuff, and also pricing on microtransactions is actually really, you know, low. Low is actually the term that I can, you know, use for. Like, you can get an armor set for like, well, less than €5 or something like that. Which, if you think about games like Apex Legends, you know, it's literally sometimes over €20 for a single, you know, skin for a legend. And also the game does offer, Apex also does offer, you know, free, you know, all the content for free, but it's still like, it's like immense grinding. It has so much just like absolutely low quality, you know, content just to, you know, fill out the loot pool. Which is something that I actually don't understand in a lot of games. It's like, yeah, like, no, there are some nice, you know, like sometimes some cheap designs are nice. But I feel like, especially in recent years, when it comes to, you know, microtransactions, they have been really toning down the quality. Like, you technically in no case want to get anything but the priciest things, because then the cheapest things is always, cheapest stuff is always so like. I'm using Apex as an example because it not only is a game I'm very familiar with, but also I think it still holds a rather. It's been around now for like 4 years, I think. Yeah, actually it's currently, or it's just a week ago finished. It's a 4-year anniversary event, which by the way had a. The anniversary event was advertised to have a heirloom shard, so the most expensive kind of, you know, loot in the game, normally costing up to 100 or 150 or 170 euros, something like that. It's just a single item. So he advertised as giving those for free. He did not give those for free. You could unlock, you know, if you had the, you know, in-game currency. If you had an in-game currency, you could get that. You could unlock, you know, enough heirloom shards to unlock a heirloom, which is nice. But also, when you literally advertise that you can get it for free, you kind of imply the fact that you could unlock it for free during the event and doesn't require you to have any previous, you know, material. Naturally, they're actually giving out some free during this season because it's currently it's a celebratory season, you know. Gameplay health update and like that kind of stuff, which is also very good because that means that it's good in a sense that like these are very important for a lot of video games, online games specifically, because when the game is around for long enough, and first the meta is a thing, you know, and every game, oopsie, that was my mistake, I was adjusting my cord, oopsie, especially online game, oh fuck, I really needed that. Especially PvP games have a very strong you know, importance on meta and like that. Because every player is, you know, all about meta this and meta that, but never meta woman. But then you have and even like PvE games, even, you know, Helldivers actually. I would say sort of suffers from it, but from my experience, it's not looking too bad. But I haven't played the game as much as some people have. Like I have probably less than 20 hours in it. I played now for a bit over a week, I think. Some people are, you know, played like 50 hours in the first 2 weeks. or over 50 hours. 50 hours the first week, I think, actually. Which I don't actually just. That's not like. I mean, naturally, I'm in a position where I have time because I have else to do than procrastinate by playing video games. Naturally, I would have things I'm procrastinating to do, but you know, that's not how procrastination works. I'm supposed to do the other things I'm procrastinating about. Me actually doing something, you know, is ludicrous. But yeah, so you know, gameplay health is very essential thing, you know, on games that actually want to survive long term, and like even held up, you know, as to some degree, because there are stratagems that are way too superior to, you know, the other ones, which is fine because you unlock them later. I think it's not a big problem, but it's a bit of a problem. And I hope that they're gonna address it eventually, because I would hate it to actually go into where some people have saying that they're experiencing problems where, you know, if you don't run the best loadout, you're just gonna be kicked out of the party. Like straight up, people don't want to play with people that are not running the top meta stuff. What? That missed? Who dare you? So much lifeblood. I mean, it's all gonna go into, you know, spooky boys, but you know, it be like that times. I guess the game was feeling merciful at me for fucking up another one. Jump! God, fucking damn it. That was less a miss and more just an unfortunate timing. I should jump. That's my mistake. It was miss input, or it's just down input, but but yeah, so like as I was talking about, you know, how Apex does the monetization, in my opinion, in a really is a rather predatory. Okay, not predatory in the sense that, like, at the end of the day, you already has so much loot in the game that if you play the game long enough, you have now unlocked it. Like, I put some money into it, but then again, I played the game for a long time, and normally capitalize on all the sales and like that. Oh, God damn it! Still not going that well. I still going rather well. It's just that you have to go better. I actually straight up mumbled that last part. I couldn't. What the fuck? I have fought against you dozens of times, and I have never seen you do that. All good at home, Grim? But yeah, what was I saying? What was I saying? Yeah, but still, the prices are still ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like 20 euros for a cosmetic is still like. Now it's not like I've never paid that much for a cosmetic. I have a few times, but it's still the fact that like it released a whole bunch of them. It's the fact that you release a whole bunch of them that are that expensive, and then you already have like other cosmetics that are, you know, that don't cost much, but they're technically like they're just color variations, things that are like, oh, I mean, yeah, I would probably prefer playing this character when they're, you know, wearing a blue shirt rather than a red shirt. But at the end of the day, it's such a minuscule difference that it's not worth any money. Especially compared to the super expensive items. It's ridiculous. It's straight up ridiculous. And, like, we once again get back to the what is the thing supporting, you know. What supports this, you know, microtransactions? It's the whales. Now, as liberal of an individual as I might be, and I believe in, you know, I believe there's no such thing as a perfect system. I don't think capitalism is perfect. I don't think communism is perfect either, but, you know, you shouldn't know, restricting oneself to, you know, just a one of them being the right one is, in my opinion, a very limited it's the whole, you know, black and white, you know, kind of approach to life, which I personally just don't agree. Like, there's almost nothing in life that is black and white. Like, of course there are outliers. There are extremes. That's normal. Like, but the difference is that, like, when we take things on like a scale, it's technically always gonna be that, you know, or like, it's a scale for a reason, because there are those in-betweens, there are the ones that, you know, are questionable, there are ones that are more, there's always gray in between. I think there's always gray in between when we, you know, try to, you know, when we judge different concepts. Like, I think that's just, you know, part of how, like, reality and life works. Like, you can't limit everything to just, you know, good or evil, or, you know, wrong or right. It's so much more complex than that. Everything in life is, you know... Fuck! Oh no. Oh no! Not like this. Oh fuck! Come on, man! But, like, yeah. I just think it's short-sighted to, you know, quantify everything as, you know, such a, you know, how would I say, perhaps a little restrictive way of thinking. If I'm being completely honest, I don't remember how it's related to the video games overall, but I think it was with the whole, the whole whale thing. Like, I don't think it's necessarily, like, there's the whole capitalism like that. I don't think it's a bad thing for people to have the option, and I don't think it's, you know, a bad thing for, you know, like, there's nothing wrong with, you know, people that have money being allowed to spend that money. I actually think that's fine. Then when we start going into, like, high amounts of money, and then, you know, how these people spend their money, and how they're getting that money when they are, you know, billionaires and like that, which, you know, does cue them hoping along. But, like, when we're talking about video games, like, if somebody's able to every month or so invest 100 euros into a video game consistently, like, okay, that's their right, I guess. I think, like, on a way, good on them. Like, they have the money. But the fact that then the entire industry revolves around the concept of, you know, profiting off of these people and making the market difficult for different kind of users, the ones that don't have as much money, you know. That's where I have the problem. That it's like an unequal playground. I mean, that's capitalism in a nutshell. Well, you have all that, you know, like game has been way too merciful right now. I don't deserve it. Yeah, so then because like when the entire industry, you know, revolves around few specific individuals using a lot more money on games than, you know, your average consumer does, the experience for the average consumer becomes very unbearable if they want to actually, you know, buy something in video. Like microtransactional, like as a concept, as how they currently function, are not very, you know, consumer friendly. And I'm not against microtransactions as a concept. I actually think that it's a fine thing. It's a completely normal thing as well. It's the evolution of, you know, it's the evolution of the market. That is a very business, you know, very business statement from me, but I am a business student after all, so, you know, it shouldn't be a surprise. Like, doesn't mean that I don't approve the method, but I approach the idea. I approve the idea. Like, I understand it. I understand why it's done. I understand why this is how life works. Oh, fucking Christ. She saw so much. It's not actually working for me, so... I have the extra damage specifically for the reason that I deal damage no matter what I do. As long as I hit her, I will hit her hard. Don't take that out of context, please. That's one of those sentences that it's completely normal to say in a video game. Outside of it, no. No. Well, that could have gone worse. Could have gone better. Well, so much for the saving. It's fine. No worse. And also, like, I still get, like, I'm gonna lose a whole lot of life blood, you know, later down this run. Like, that's for fact. I always have the chance to, you know, do better. But, you know, I shouldn't, but like, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's fine. Also, it doesn't matter if I fail or not. I'm actually having a great time. Like, this is the thing. I enjoy Hollow Knight a lot. I enjoy the gameplay of it. I enjoy the boss fights of it. Pantheon is a great experience. Now, these fights are a little on the... how would I say? A little on the edge of, how much do I enjoy these? Because they're you know, they're really playing in the whole platforming thing, and I'm not good at platforming. Oh, fuck off! I mean, okay, I got lucky, so I shouldn't complain, but I kinda wanna complain a little bit. Just... probably will complain. A character comes in. Somebody wanted complaints? No, I wanted to complain. No. How dare you? No. How dare you deny my rights to complain? Okay, that's enough of that. But yeah, like so I think it's, as a concept, you know, like whales are fine, but it's just the fact that gaming industry just has the approach where, you know, you need to because like worst thing with capitalism is the fact that it's an endless quest for more money. And it's an endless quest that doesn't take into consideration how much money you have right now, in terms of how much money you like, or that there isn't a maximum amount of money you need. There's just a maximum, like, you just budget around how much money you can get. But your end goal is to always make more. And the reason that's a problem is because, well, we're living, like, at the end of the day, no matter how much you scale up your business, you're gonna reach a point where you can't scale it up any higher. You're gonna reach a point where you, like, if you wanna start making more, or like, if you wanna somehow increase your, like, investing into a, like, investing in new gear, new equipment, material, new, you know, workforce. Those are great ways to scale up your business. Those are great ways to, you know, make your, you know, work into a more efficient, more faster, more, you know, wider reaching, like, improving your, you know, services and production is always a great way to scale up, of course. So you can reach more people, you can sell more products, you can, you know, you have a higher level of, you know, production, or, you know, you have higher quality products. You can, you know, you get more value for your, you know, material, like that kind of stuff. And naturally, like, a higher value product is reasonable to sell for a higher price. But then there comes this point where, due to the physical restrictions of this reality, because we are, at the end of the day, this world comes with its limits. There's limited resources, there's limited, you know, there's limited infrastructure, there's limited space, there's, you know, there's just not, like, world doesn't scale infinitely, is what I'm mostly trying to say, if that makes sense. And, a lot of businesses refuse to accept that fact. They think that they can make the scaling go on and on. And they can just keep it going. They can scale it as much as they fucking want. And, if you're not constantly increasing your, you know, profits, then you're doing something wrong. And that is such a dangerous and unhealthy, you know. Oh, bitch. Okay, it's fine if I call him a bitch, because he's a bitch. I think that I think I'm forgiven on that one. Maybe, I mean, I'm not really asking for forgiveness from myself at this point. Probably, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, actually saved some lifeblood. Holy shit! I'm actually excited. Doesn't matter how I'm gonna lose it all on toad, but like, it's so cool. Invincible, fairly essential in mystery, enchanted vigorous, things all real gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful, great for soaked. But yeah, so like the thing is that like the solution to, you know, making more money when you no longer can improve your, you know, your business is to do the opposite. You start like, okay, one thing is you can increase, you know, your prices and like that, but that normally results in less sales. Now sometimes it works, but then we're talking about deluxe products and like that, and that's a different matter altogether. Wow, he's really bouncing around right now. That was just a okay. But but yeah, so when you're left with no choices to, you know, increase the value of your, you know, production, you start reducing the value of production, or you start like you manually reduce the value that goes into your production. You start cutting costs. You start making, you know, like you start using cheaper material. But because you already have this established price, then, you know, the product is already known at this to be sold at this price. So, you know, what the customer's gonna care, you know, if the material is different. They want our product. It's our product. It's just done with different material, even if it's worse. Like, or then, you know, you start firing people, which is a big thing in tech right now. A lot of tech companies are currently firing workforce because, you know, they audio cut off for a reason, for some reason. Because they want to cut costs. I mean, some of it, I think it is. I've mentioned this before. Some of it, actually, in my opinion, is reasonable because, you know, hiring too much people during COVID and having too much workforce is just, like, understandably, it's too much. Like, you don't, like, it's not good to have too much workforce because then there's gonna be people that are not necessarily, you know, able to. They don't have. You're paying for people that literally cannot do anything, which I think is just fair to, you know, eliminate. But to a large degree, some of these, you know, firings have been seemingly, at least from what I've heard, is rather randomly selected. That they just kind of, they can fire even useful workforce because, you know, can't get rid of, you know, down those costs. And that's straight up dumb. Like, that is straight up dumb. But and because that's the thing. Like, you just start removing costs. You start reducing. Like, it's and you start doing this as much as you possibly can. Anything, like, it can, like, some businesses, like, now I know that there are a lot of parodies about this, or, you know, not all the things online are always true. I know that, but I have a feeling that a concerning amount of it is true. A concerning amount of those posts are about insane, and I mean absolutely insane business practices are actually true. That, like, like, you start limiting, you know, employees' breaks, or then, you know, like, I just yesterday read about a person who was, they were on maternity leave, and their child died, you know, before they turned even 1 year old. Their child died, you know, like, due to some sickness or like that, and which, itself is already a terrible thing to happen to a person. And somehow their company made the situation even worse by canceling their maternity leave. Because, you know, they no longer need to take care of a child, so they had no reason to, you know, be on a maternity leave. So they were called back to work without leave, without any right to, you know, leave. Like, and that apparently is not just an incidental case. That straight up happens. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. Because, I mean, companies have the power. So I guess at the end of the day... Oh, I fucked that one up. Fuck, I fucked that. Oh, I did the fucking mistake again. I'm actually losing my focus, like. I'm making a lot of mistakes that I cannot afford to do if I want to be great. And naturally, a lot of these cases that, you know, are these very extreme stuff, it happens in America because the regulations for companies is weaker there, to some degree, non-existent. Like the whole fucking Amazon town thing, which I know I'm still going on about the same thing. It's just so mind-boggling as a concept to even exist or be considered as a real thing that I cannot help but to think about it. So, like, I mean, not that it's real yet, but the fact that it could be reality is a very terrifying part. Especially companies like Amazon, like, they've been exploiting their workforce for literal decades. So, like... Oh, fuck, I made an oopsie. So, like, you know that if they were allowed to do something like this, you know, like, it would just ruin, like, they would straight up go ahead and ruin people's lives. More than they already do. I didn't see where that was landing. Oh, you... No, fuck! God damn it! Oh, I can't cling onto the fucking side. Ah, fuck. How am I doing this so bad? I was able to beat... Fuck. I want to do... I just want to do it. Because I want to... I need to know, have I just completely forgotten how... Over the weekend, have I just completely forgotten how to fight against Radiants? I don't think I fought them last time once. Or did I fight them last time? I think I might... That was when I beat the... Yeah, I think I did. Like... God damn it, it's just so tough. When it gets all that quirky, like, you know, it's just so difficult to, you know, fight it. But yeah, like it's still if this kind of shit would actually come to reality, again, like I said, it happened once, or it has happened before, and it's apparently something that companies have been trying, they try from time to time. And I mean, also, like, because this is the thing, I just don't see how it's such a bizarre concept for a lot of Americans to understand how shitty their situation actually is. When it comes to, like, business regulations and like that. Because, like, or like company regulations like that. It's like, it's like, one of my favorite stories are the ones about how when American fast food chains started expanding, Europe, they immediately shut that shit down. I'm not healing, by the way. I'm gonna try this without healing. Like, to replicate the actual, situation and oh, that is such a good spawn though. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't quite see where that was going. That might do it. That might do it. That should do it. It didn't do it. But yeah, it's like, because there certainly are like so much. Oh no, it's gonna be like this again now. Oh. Oh, fuck. I actually got really far. I could have won that without even getting another goal. Actually, I think I'll try on it. I'll give it a shot on Radiance. It's just, I'm not expecting to win this, but I just want to try it, I have a bunch of charms that are currently doing no work for me. I want to see how far I can get. I was gonna get one more shot and then just gonna call it quits on the stream. Because I really don't want to burn myself out with this game. Risky game we're playing today. There is a pattern with how he teleports. There is a pattern, I can see it. I can see that there is a pattern, but I don't think I can see the pattern just yet. Oh fuck. Oh man. That was such a quick one that I'm gonna go again. I know I was quick after the first try, but also I'm gonna spend some time. I haven't been streaming that long, But yeah, so it's like, I think it was Sweden. I don't know if I already said this, but like, yeah. And McDonald's, when it initially tried to get to... McDonald's initially tried to into Sweden, it was the bullshit that, would work in America with, no unions or like that, was immediately shut down. Oh, fuck. I need to remember how to dodge those, because it's a very specific distance. It's exactly 3. It's 3, spikes away. And you need to have 3 in between when you dodge through them. Otherwise, it's gonna launch you into the next one. Or then you just the downward dash, like, if you have the soul for it. that might have been a bit of a mistake. But like, yeah, yeah, like in Sweden, you know, the whole no union thing immediately just was completely shut down, and McDonald's was forced to, you know, comply with the European regulations. And even like nowadays, like there's the whole there was the a couple days ago. There's a whole thing with Wendy's apparently, you know. What was it called again? I don't remember the term. They had a like, what's it called? Fuck, I don't remember at all. But the idea is that they're gonna have like prices that alternate between the between different hours of the day. And the idea is to, you know, first of all, compete with the rising costs of, you know, production and like that. And, you know, like how they need to pay their workers. And to my understanding, Wendy's not the worst culprit in corporate greed. I forgot that there's a platform. But the but still, there's like there's a discernible amount of like but like this is one of those things where it's like the company's statement on the matter is that they want to do this so that they can, you know, afford to have, so they'll keep the prices normal on, you know, busy hours, lunch hours, and like that, and then they'll reduce it, you know, then they'll, you know, reduce the whoa, that works? I thought it would just be immediately dead from the one. Like, I thought that wouldn't, you know. Oh, that's a lot of balls. Couple is fine, but that many. I can't handle four balls. I only have 2 hands. Oh well. But yeah, so, like, which as a concept is nice. It would be really cool if you had, you know, like, if, you know, you would just give, because I mean, this kind of food is of course already a thing, like, you know, like, things are about to expire and actually sold at a lower price and like that, or, you know, the last few, you know, I know, I've heard a few stories about, you know, pizzerias having, you know, like, either giving away free pizzas or, you know, like, to, you know, like, if there's any leftover ones, you know, like, because nobody's gonna eat them. But then again, these are normally stories from, like, smaller corporations. And there are some, you know, bigger ones that do something similar kind of, like, there's the, you know, like, there are, you know, things that oftentimes get, you know, like, from, like, yeah, like, for example, food is a perfect example all the time, you know. Once they're about to expire, or, you know, oh, fuck! Oh my god. I just reached the end of the stage. Yeah, like, you occasionally have the, these, you know, lower, much cheaper foods because, you know, they need to sell them because they can't sell them the next day. But the whole thing with the whole Wendy's, you know, I don't remember what it was called. It had a rather fascinating name. What makes it interesting is because, more with this kind of stuff, because it's not the first time that, you know, a company will be trying this, and every time it kind of ends up with a price going up on the day, and then they're selling, you know, old prices on, like, you know, at the end of it, or like, you know, like, they're gonna, on the long run, they're gonna increase prices. I mean, naturally, that's just with the way economy works. I'm not an economist exactly. I'm more just a business, you know. I'm a business guru, that's how I would describe my educational skills. But, or sorry, the inflation is really kicking it. But, what was I saying? Yeah, like, it's most likely these things will, you know, like that, you know, it's on the long run, it's just gonna, like, on the long run, it's just another way to, you know, okay, yeah, I shouldn't do that. Yeah, there's a certain reason I should stay on the, like, eye level maximum. Well, there is a reason why, you know, this is not a common practice right now, is because people will immediately call you out as what bullshit it's gonna be. It's like, because overall, like, a lot of price increases nowadays, there's like, they're not, okay, I can't actually say that there's a, even according to my very limited understanding on the matter, I do know that there's a relatively good reason for why, you know, prices are going up so much. Because of, you know, production costs, something like that. I'm actually supposed to write up 60 pages about that. But, well, not necessarily. I mean, it could be about food, too. I'm not much of a food person, though, so. But like, I think I should honestly just sit here as a rather safe location. Until that happens. Holy shit, that was actually still on the platform. God damn it. But yeah, like, companies are really, like, there is a global, you know, supply crisis going on. I mean, there was a global supply crisis going on. I guess it technically has ended. Especially with the Evergreen, you know, cargo ship, you know. That, you know, that was rather rough for, you know, for the economy. For economy. Oh fuck, I got lucky. I got really lucky there, and I almost immediately screwed up again. Yeah, the I don't know, what was it? Yeah, isn't like, to a large degree, there's from what I've heard, especially in America, there's a big problem with companies jacking up their prices all the time. I mean, I have few subscription services that, you know, have constantly have their prices go up, and now I like to remind you that, you know, subscription services are at least something that, you know, are not particularly affected by, you know, supplies. There are always supplies, but it's a lot of it is just the fact that, you know, with there being so many people, it's technically the whale situation again. That there's so many people able to pay a lot. They might as well keep jacking up the prices until, you know, up to the point where it starts to impact their, you know, revenue. I mean, Netflix has already done it to a point where it's like, I know that a whole bunch of people have, you know, already quit their subscription because of how expensive it is, and especially with the fact that, you know, you now pay extra for, you know, per account or per, you know, user, which is the dumbest thing imaginable. But you know, that's the thing, power corrupts and all that shit. And by this I mean that, you know, Netflix originally, God, I dodged the wrong way. Netflix originally was a, actually I think I figured out why I do that, because I switched my, I tried to turn around during a dash, but you can't do that. And then I tried to dash right after my previous dash finishes, and I'm still in recovery phase, so I'm facing the wrong way, and then I try to dash again, goes in the same direction. It just means that I, you know, boomer reflexes and all that stuff. Oh boy. But yeah, like Netflix is, you know, like Netflix initially was so much, oh yeah, we're gonna offer you guys shows, you know, more affordable way, you know, where you don't need to buy the, you don't need to go to movie theater to see them, or you don't need to buy the CDs either. Like, it's so good for everybody, and yeah, it was. Back when, you know, didn't cost you 20 euros just for a basic subscription that, you know, streams at a higher than, you know, what is it, 490, you know, pixels. The default, you know. It's like, yeah, like, okay, sure, like, quality is, at the end of the day, you get to watch shows. Still, like, I don't know them. I actually am currently not paying for Netflix. I don't actually watch Netflix somehow. So I don't actually know how much the prices are right now, but all I know is that they keep increasing the prices, and they just keep adding more costs to it, and it's insane. And the only reason they say that is, I don't actually even know what their statement is. I think they're just like, oh yeah, we're just, you know, because I keep getting this message from HBO. Because I have HBO, but I keep getting these messages where we have increased your price for your subscription. But the irony of that is the fact that I actually don't get those, you know, or that I guess not irony, but, you know, the funny part about it is that they actually don't apply to me because I have a lifetime subscription at the lowest possible price I've ever seen a streaming service. It is actually ridiculously low compared to all the other ones that I know out there. Like, oh fuck, I couldn't move out of it. Ow, ow, sorry, I went to look if there was a cat underneath me. It was not a cat. Did I drop something? Damn it. Sorry, I don't know if that came on the microphone. I literally just hit my head on the microphone, so it probably was audible. But it seems to be working fine, just so it's alright. I actually should also quit. I realize I've been doing this for like 30 minutes now. 20, I don't know. I'd be actually having a great time just talking while I'm just going endlessly into it. Because I don't have any expectations of actually winning this. For reasons like that. But I've actually made it quite far. And I'm actually rather pleased with that. Eventually I'll prevail. Oh, fuck. Panic. At the disco. Ah, you're supposed to be in the middle. Buddy, you're in the wrong place. Like, yeah. like I still get the email saying that your subscription price has increased, you know, like from now on, you know. The default price of subscription is this and this much. And what the fuck? I couldn't do anything. I just started falling. I couldn't jump. I couldn't dash. I was just like, yep, I'm free falling to my death. Bye, bitches. Oh my god, why? I tried both. I promise, I actually did. Like, I literally pressed A and I pressed RT. No, RT. I mean, I would have, even if I pressed RT, any other button would have done something as well, except for Y. But, oh, come on! I got pushed by him to the side. Because he pushes back when you attack him. But I went to the side because I had my stick upwards and then it... I'm gonna finish my train of thought, if I can even get back on the track. Oh my god. But yeah, it's like, there's no explanation for why the prices go up. It just says, yeah, we're increased the subscription price now. Yeah, you're gonna pay more, you know, per month. I don't know. That's just that, you know. And it's like, why? Like, supposedly in the 3 years I've had the HBO, no, 2 years. They've increased it like twice or 3 times. It's twice the amount. It costs at least twice the amount a month now than the subscription I have, and that's like it's a very, I don't know, it's really weird to me. But also it's like there's just so much like, because at the end of the day, shows, movies and like that are such a, you know, such a universal form of entertainment, I feel like. Like, especially because there is such a wide variety. Most people watch actually something. I'm currently mostly just watching YouTube. That's a skill issue on my part. Oh, I misread that one. Kinda embarrassing. With a little bit of patience, I can probably easily do this. It's the last space that's the hardest, which is actually why it happened again. The bastard pushed me into it. They pushed his spike. He pushed himself into his own spike or lance nail. I don't know what these are. But yeah, the so like there's constantly people buying subscription service. There's always customers for it. And in all honesty, with how they constantly reduce the quality of, you know, production for most shows, I mean, now naturally there are, god damn it, there are still high quality shows out there made like that. Not that I've watched any new ones, so I can't say that for sure, but I'm gonna assume, because I know that there are stuff that is still good, and all that jazz. But at the end of the day, like, there's already so much stuff existing. I mean, HBO is at the point where they're they're literally making new movies. They're making Batman shows and making, you know, all DC stuff. And then they delete them. Because they're like, oh, I dodged the wrong way. They're like literally, I've heard of at least 3 different Batman projects that have been cancelled when the product has been on it like over 70% complete. by the CEO because they just don't think that it's worth it to have this show that they've already spent resources on to actually be posted on their site. And I don't know if this is some kind of an elaborate scheme or like some kind of money laundering thing or like that or whatever it is. To, have like to like have resources be put into products that just are never completed. I'm not personally able to throw any accusations, but from based on what I've heard about NFTs and all that shit, you can apparently make a lot of money with by not doing anything. Before anybody says it, crypto pros are cringe. Investing in crypto itself is not cringe. It's risky, and in my opinion, a bit dumb. But I know that it's also a chance to make money. Oh, come on! It was right on me. I had actually zero chance to avoid that. Okay, one more try, then I actually need to sleep. Because I've been trying to get my sleeping rhythm in order, and for that I need to eventually quit streaming. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't think this is actually so much about NFTs and like that, but it's more like it's just that, like, entertainment is just such a weird point. Because it's like naturally this is like art is just another victim to corporate greed. Has been for a while, but right now really taking a nosedive on the matter. Oh fuck! God damn it! Okay, I'm gonna quit there. This is not something I actually expect to, beat, but like, oh man, it's so difficult because you never know which direction those are gonna shoot. They can literally be in any direction. You need to react to it when you see it, but when you're in middle of animation, you have less time. And wait, no, nah, I missaw that. But yeah, like it's as soon as something becomes profitable, people will try to make profit out of it, and then when people try to make profit out of something, then they're gonna end up in the same spiral that I was talking about earlier with the whole trying to Oh, thank you. It's not that I'm actively gonna go for it. I'm just practicing for the Pantheon 5 because I'm gonna be using a couple bindings at a time, and it kind of sucks spending 40 minutes going for a run just to get, demolished in less than 5 minutes by Radiance. Then, But I do actually, it's actually quite fun. It's very fun. I'm actually greatly enjoying the fight. Because I don't think I can do it. But there's also a part of me that's like, it's kind of cool. And, like, I mean, this game is it's weird because it has so much of its complete own, you know. Oh yeah, I mean, Nightmare King, I actually don't much like it. I don't. Okay, Radiance, I don't have a problem. I don't actually have a problem with Radiance. It's just not the kind of boss fight I enjoy greatly because it focuses too much on the platforming thing about like just try not to fall over an edge. And I'm really bad at not falling over edges. Like if if I if I would make a penny every time I fail a jump, I would never need to work a me and none of my relatives would ever need to work a day in their lives. But I like basic Grim Fight. I think it's fine. Some moves are a little bit how would I say? Uh the one with the whole when Grim, when he does the horizontal, dash forward and then upwards with the flames. I dislike that move for the one reason is because it's a little bit of a weird read with the whole upwards motion, and then the balls that he fires. I actually have a hard time seeing them. For some reason, they blend so well with the background. It initially took me a long time to actually I dodge them by instinct, not because I see them at this point. Like somehow it's just difficult for me to recognize exactly how large they are. Like I'm not really they're just a bit they're larger balls than I expected. So I struggle with that a lot. But then Radiance, yeah, everything else is fine. Then the second stage with the whole platforming, and then the last one with the last one is actually fascinating because there's a rhythm to it. Like when I initially beat it on fuck, what's it called? The harder mode. Ascended, yeah. Ascended Radiant. Um Radiance. It was like how would I say? The last part was it went super smoothly. But also you have a complete chance to just fall off because he didn't spawn where he would normally spawn. But then Nightmare King is the whole other debate because I actually haven't fought against it enough to say exactly what I feel. I actually have it down now, currently down to a pretty good, Yeah, it's I mean, my side is not. It's not particular. It's not super bad, but yeah, okay, that was the thing with Radiance that I initially struggled the most is the laser beam attacks because I just couldn't see when I was like, what attack is this? I don't see the lines, and then it's like, oh my god, they're that narrow, and you also have very little time to react to them. Like those are rough, as well as if you get a really unlucky orb spawn, you have no time to ponder about it. Like it spawns out of your vision because it's like, oh yeah, it's on the orange background. It's like what the fuck, like I didn't even see that. Like my reaction time is nah. It's actually pretty bad considering, even despite the amount of games I play. But yeah, it's really rough though. I think it's honestly a rather difficult fight. But it's it's a cool fight. I think it's great for a final boss fight. Um, yeah, that's the fucking worst because there are with the orb spawns you actually have a chance that like I genuinely think that there's a chance the orb attack is the only one that has the chance to 100% kill you if you get unlucky enough. Like you have no chance of avoiding those sometimes. But that's of course then a matter of that's just luck. Thankfully, at least if I have some damage charm, so Yeah. Actually, that is really tough when but I think they actually have a spawn limit on how far they can spawn. Because I just all I do is I just bounce on the boy, Radiance, in the last phase, and I just try to keep it I'm just jumping on him all the time. Uh, that sounds really terrible, but I mean in a completely innocent way of violently murdering them to death. Um, But like, so I haven't had, ever since I started doing that, I've had less trouble with it. But just the start of it, like sometimes you just like, oh yeah, I landed on the platform. There's an orb already there. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that? But yeah, overall, it's like, it's not my favorite fight, but I'm fine with him. Uh, what is my least favorite fight actually? Umu is. I have to say that Umu ranks rather low in my, Okay, what's his name again? Malek? Malko? Malek? What's the fucking guy with the shield? Bro was my least favorite fight. My absolute least favorite fight. Oh, I mean, Blobbles is a hell of a time. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Markov, yeah, Markov. Sorry, I can never remember his name. I don't know what the fuck is up with that, but I can just never remember his name. But yeah, like, I dislike, especially the Ascended one is outright pain. Because like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to hit him and he's just behind the platform. Like, oh yeah, cool. I mean, I haven't done it on Ascended in the God Home, but I have. But Pantheon 5, you kind of need to do it on that one. So that's, uh, it's quite something. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I just don't like the platform. I'm just terrible at platforming. Like I can't help it. I'm just too dumb to understand it. So I don't like how the game demands me to actually jump right. I can't jump in real life well, so why do I need to do that in the video? I mean, I guess it's a part of the game play. Like, a lot of this is actually about, I mean, like, I don't have a problem with them. This is actually like my first Metroidvania game that I have like properly played, I think. Or was there something that I played before this? But like platforms they're like games that I could definitely enjoy if I was better at them. I'm just terrible at them. Like it's a skill issue. That's all it is. It's nothing against them. Yeah, I actually that's the thing. Um, that's the thing with some of these boss fights. I think the only like no eyes, for example. Uh, I like okay, it's not that bad because the this ghosts are rather they're rather they spawn in rather predictable ways, and like to a degree you just need to avoid them. You can get easy free hits. Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's fun because it's so random. There is no strategy to it that you can really implement to it. It's just like, oh, I just need to avoid this. I need to avoid that. I need to like it's just when I was practicing Pantheon 4, it was such a fucking pain to do that because it was like, oh my god, it's just over and over, hit after hit after hit. Or then it's like, yeah, it's like, I think I got 36 hits with full bindings to win the fight. Normal hits, no nail arts. 36 hits, and it's a rather large area. And you just need to jump up and hit them once, and then they teleport away, or then they don't teleport away, and you can hit them again. Then they teleport away, and then you jump there, and then they just teleport away before you get to hit them. And it's like, oh, okay, there's the two ghosts, just going by. Just need to wait them out. Oh, they already teleport to the other side already. It's like, yeah, I mean, okay, so I have a YouTube channel. I'm not. Sorry, I don't mean to be advertising my own stuff right now because I'm by no means I'm not a content creator. I just like to put some VODs on YouTube, but so I am currently at, this is gonna be episode 94 for Hollow Knight. Episodes throughout. Is it 30, 40 something till no, actually probably even 20. I don't know. There's like 30 to well now 90 are all it's about 60 episodes, 120 hours of Pantheon runs. I was doing the 4 first ones, full with full bindings. I didn't even do them without bindings first. I did all 4 of them with full bindings from the start. I mean, yeah, I know. That's why Pantheon 5 was so easy. All the way until Nightmare King, which I had not fought before. I had never fought before. And I was like, what is this fight? I mean, okay, I did, I think, I actually, without binding, I tried without bindings, and I think I made the Collector or something like that. Without binding. Yeah, because I banished Grim, so, I don't actually, do you get the same charm if you don't, Oh, does he stay as one that fires things? Because I actually like that a lot. I like my favorite charm is the Weavers. The Weaverling. The baby Weaverlings. Oh, okay. I mean the what is it? The harmless melody or like that, It's very good. Yeah, like I love the Weavers. They're my 3 boys. They have their own names and I absolutely love them. And I used them. I've been using them since I, got them. Naturally now with the Pantheon runs, I actually need to remove them off because with even half the bindings, this is really fucking tough if I don't have the most optimal build I can come up with. I don't know if it is the most optimal build. And also, my gameplay is probably not the most optimal, but it's, especially with Umu. Yeah, exactly. They're just, they're in daycare. Until something changes, but yeah, it's but yeah, so it's but like yeah, I know. It's absolutely terrible. I mean, but that's the thing. I would have actually really liked to have kept the Grim Child. Because then you could have also the unstable womb or whatever it's called, the one that keeps spawning the little babies, the suicidal babies. Like that would actually be really funny. So if I'm gonna do a second playthrough of this game, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna try the whole Nightmare path, the Nightmare King path. But yeah. Yes, I think it's just really funny with um the idea of it. That's actually impressive. That's actually impressive because good fucking god. I mean, it must have been pretty good stuff. But yeah, it's I don't know, like now, I'm not a masochist, but how about trying that out? It's just one of those moments, It's like, it's not that I want to experience it. I just want to know what it's like, It's not. I'm not into it. I just want to know what it's like, just trying shit. Just let me cook, okay? And that's it's one burned up steak. Uh, but yeah, it's I don't know. The game is honestly like I've been greatly enjoying Hollow Knight. It's so fucking wonderful, and the boss fights are fun. And I actually don't since I try to stream daily. Uh, that actually is quite the goal. But like so right now I am actually trying to do the whole Radiant 5 with all the Like I'm not gonna do all the bindings at once, but I'm gonna do them like two at a time, one at a time, however it's gonna work out. I don't quite know yet because it's a little complicated. Yeah, thanks. But I'm also not. I don't know how determined I am. I'm just gonna occasionally, try it. Because it's a fun game, and at this point, I have invested so much time into it that I feel like, to a degree, I I need to see this through. I want to know what the God Tuner does, and I could Google it. I could check it out, but I haven't done that with anything in the game yet. I'm already 112 percentage. I'm not gonna start now. Okay, there've been a couple things that I've gotten tips from the chat, but like overall, okay, Destiny. I tried Destiny 2 once. Like I bought it on like a big sale. Sometimes after it got released, I played it for a few hours. Okay, I mean like I've heard a lot of people enjoy it. It just wasn't for me. It just did not seem like my kind of thing. And isn't the because doesn't it have like the whole expansion thingy? It's like you need to always like buy a new expansion, then you need to play through, and then it kind of then it expires, right? Or something like that. That the new chapter comes in, the old one goes out, and you can't play the story stuff or like that anymore, right? Yeah, it's like I'm not paying 40 euros every. I don't know how often they release, but like it seems like it's a massive time sink. And I already have a lot of games that I play that are big time sinks. Because I actually, oh, okay. Because I thought that I've heard at least some stuff I've heard is that you cannot play the missions at least or like that because there's a boss fight, there's a story and all the boss fights, right? I thought that those just are not available anymore after some time. But also, I don't actually know what the current state of Bungie even is because they're not part of Activision anymore, I think. And I had a few years ago or a couple of years ago, I started have a very strong like anti Blizzard Activision. Oh, okay, so it used to be a thing, but it's no longer. Okay, well I guess that's not bad. Oh, that's actually really cool, huh? Maybe I should give it a shot then. I mean, it's now free on every platform, so I guess if I ever feel like playing it, I could. Yeah, okay, that's actually nice because some of the stuff I heard about Activision, and also like I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, Modern Warfare 3, the remake was all I need to know about what the fucking business model for them is, and I have no interest in. Oh, okay, that's also cool. Like, so to kind of reduce, to make it for a more engaging experience, and also get more, grind a bit faster. That actually is a very good thing. That's really cool. Okay, because actually I like the fashion of the game. I just didn't quite like the class selection. Okay, like it's just to me it was just a little too much on like I guess it was just the little I played it. Okay, because the little I played it, it was like, okay, this is neat. And like it's a cool game. Visually, it's nice, and setting is also cool. Story seemed interesting enough, but gameplay was like, okay, it's a shooter. It's first person shooter. It's a first person, right? Was it first person or third person? Oh my god, sorry, I just haven't. I literally haven't played in years. Um, yeah, because I tried Warlock. That's the one I tried, and it was cool. But some of the, um, yeah, first person. Yeah, yeah. There some moves on some moves I remember are in third person, or some thing actions happen in third person view. So I just have like recollections of that kind of stuff. But um, but yeah, I did think that it was a first person as well. Or I was quite sure. But yeah, so it was just like it felt like gunplay was nice. Oh, that sounds cool. But yeah, like it was gunplay was nice, but the ability uses was a little off, and I wasn't quite sure. Like, it probably just wasn't the game I was looking for at the time. Maybe now I could give it a shot, but also I'm also scared of games that actually consume a lot of your like. I'm still a recovering, League addict, from a few years back, and I still play the game occasionally, like League of Legends. But so I don't want to, Okay, that sounds like a lot of content. Damn. Yeah, like so it's I'm a bit scared of games that can easily end up in a grind, long grind train. But I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot at some point. Like maybe a more proper shot because I think 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever I played it. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm also very susceptible to FOMO stuff. So I'm like, it's gonna irk me the wrong way if I start all of a sudden in middle of like an um, is in middle of a season and be like, oh, there's so much stuff here that I've missed and I could have gotten if I would just play earlier or would just play more, and then it's just like, but I also really don't want to play more right now. So, like, there's a I don't know, that kind of stuff is a little iffy sometimes. But honestly, like I've heard like I've heard a lot more positive stuff about Destiny 2 nowadays than I did just a year or two ago. So I guess that's very good. Bye. Actually, I'm gonna call it quits for now. It's actually nice, nice chat. But yeah, I'm gonna call it quits on the stream. I had a great time. I'm gonna keep trying this at least tomorrow, and then um, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the week though. I might switch things up a little. I don't know about weekend or like that, but that's since I don't really have a schedule. This was a you know I'll do whatever I feel like, I guess. So same to you. Thank you for dropping by. It was honestly nice. It's a nice chat, and thank you to everybody else as well. This was a very fun stream, and I guess till next time. Bye, sees.